Did you know in Spider-Man 2, during the apartment fire later on in the film, the guy that tells Peter that someone is still trapped on the second floor is actually the same man from the first film that started throwing trash at the Green Goblin while he fought Spider-Man on the bridge? Did you know in Deadpool, they tried to make a reference to Spider-Man? Originally, they wanted to make a reference to the idea of Deadpool's mask actually being a Spider-Man costume mask that was turned inside out. Obviously, this was cut due to the complicated rights of Spider-Man, which was owned by Sony at the time, and later partly owned by Disney. Did you know that in Logan, Hugh Jackman described this as the hardest Wolverine film he had ever trained for? He even dehydrated himself for 48 hours prior to filming scenes in which Wolverine is shirtless for the sake of losing weight. Jackman also said he has 2 regrets about retiring from the role of Logan or Wolverine: not appearing in an Avengers movie, and not appearing in a Deadpool film. The actor said he had known Deadpool would be such a huge success, and that his role as Wolverine would be a recurring joke in the movie. He might even have postponed his retirement. Did you know in Split, James McAvoy ended up breaking his hand on set? He got so annoyed at himself for not getting a scene right, and he ended up hitting a door. At first he had thought the door was fake, but it ended up being a solid metal door. You can actually see that his hand is injured in the scene where he's on the train. He ended up having to act in Atomic Blonde with the injury as well. Did you know in The Incredible Hulk, there's an Easter egg in the Blu-ray release of the movie that was cut from the original cut? Throughout the film, there are many ties to Captain America and Tony Stark, but Captain America is technically in this release. When the last piece of ice breaks up toward the screen in the beginning, you can pause the movie, and Captain America can actually be seen in the ice with his shield. Did you know in King Richard, this actually wasn't Demi Singleton's first time portraying Serena Williams? While she did a phenomenal job in this film, her first time portraying the legendary tennis player was during the 2019 Super Bowl. She actually played her in a commercial for the dating app Bumble. Did you know in Mandalorian, so many of the guns and props used and stored in the Razor Crest are real. Real as in they're actually real-life firearms, or air guns that were just changed a bit to make them look sci-fi. A lot of the props and guns were recycled from Rogue One and A New Hope, since the story takes place in this time frame. The Mandalorian's pistol is even based on a real-life model. It's based on the 1894 Bergmann No. 1 automatic pistol. Did you know in The Atom Project, multiple cast members actually starred in Marvel movies at some point? The obvious one is Ryan Reynolds, as he's played Hannibal in Blade Trinity and Deadpool. Mark Ruffalo has starred as the Hulk in the Avengers films. Zoe Saldana has also appeared as Gamora in the Guardians of the Galaxy films and Avengers. And Jennifer Garner also appeared as Elektra in Daredevil and the Elektra film.